Now, today discuss about GBF. Unit 2 GBF. GBF, the full form of GBF is gradually varied flow. That means when flow is continuous, then this type of flow pattern is known as gradually varied flow. Yeah, this types of flow is known as GBF. In this case, we have a study surface profile, length of profile, various parameters in discuss in this unit. Energy profile. First one is the once the student has successfully completed this chapter, she he will be able to draw the various flow profiles, understand the specific energy and critical depth relationship, identify profiles, practically define channel transition, determine gradually wide flow equation, understand the concept of flow measurement in open channel. First one is the specific energy and critical depth relationship. The relationship between E and Y. In the FM diagram, in y-axis and x-axis. In y-axis is the depth and e-axis is the energy, specific energy. And when a line, when y is equal to e, then this line is not, this is the at least 45-degree line. This is also known as asymptote because of it is passing about the curve, just like the curve. So this is also known as asymptote. Now, however, the point C corresponding to minimum specific energy at point C is the origin of curve corresponding and corresponding energy is E minimum and corresponding depth is YC and upper conditions of critical flow and below the critical line supercritical flow occurs. That means the critical depth may be defined as depth corresponding to minimum specific energy discharge remaining constant. Now discuss, since the specific energy is equal to y plus v square upon 2g, that means depth of flow plus velocity head. This is also written as y plus q square upon 2g a square, because you know that q is equal to area into velocity. That means for a channel of known geometry is the function of y and q. That means a specific energy is the function of depth of flow and discharge. By keeping q constant equal to q1, the variation of E with y is represented by the a cubic parabola. It is seen that there are two possible routes for the equation of E, indicating that any particular discharge Q1 can be passed in a given channel at two depths and still remain the same specific energy E. In figure, the ordinate PP dash represents the condition for a specific energy of E1. The depth of flow can be either PR is equal to Y1 or PR dash is equal to Y dash. These two possible depths having the same specific energy are known as alternate depths. This diagram shows that a line P dash cut the curve at 2 points R dash and R. R dash corresponding to R1 dash and R corresponding to Y1. That means C is the critical point where a specific energy is minimum, that is EC, and E1 is also known as a specific energy. At point C, the depth is known as critical depth. Here two routes is considered. Two ordinates will be found y1 and y1 dash. That means y1 is equal to supercritical depth and y1 dash is equal to subcritical depth. That is below the critical depth, the depth is known as supercritical, and above the depth is known as subcritical depth. Next, at critical depth, the specific energy is minimum. Thus, differentiating a specific energy equation with respect to y, keeping q constant and equating to 0. That means d upon dy is equal to 1 minus q square dA upon gaq or dy is equal to 0. But you know that dA upon dy is equal to tau width. In previous diagram shows that dA upon dy is equal to t. That is width of the channel at the water surface. Designing the critical flow condition by the suffix C. That means the condition of critical flow K square Tc upon Ga QC is equal to 1. It is a very important equation. Apply the any numerical when critical condition will be given. That means Q square by G is equal to ACQ upon TC, where Q is the discharge, G is the station due to gravity, AC is the critical area, and TC is the critical top width. Now, if the Froude number of flow is defined as F is equal to V upon root G upon T, because of A by T is equal to hydraulic depth, it is easy to see that by using F in above equation at the critical flow Y is equal to YC and F is equal to FC is equal to 1. You thus get an important result that the critical flow corresponds to the minimum specific energy, and at this condition the Froude number of the flow is unity. Referring the figure, considering any specific energy other than EC, say ordinate PP dash at is equal to E1. The Froude number of the flow corresponding to both the alternate depths will be different from unity as Y1 or Y1 dash is not equal to YC. At the lower limb B, CR of the specific energy curve, the depth Y1 is less than YC. As such, V1 is greater than VC and F1 greater than 1. This region is called as supercritical flow region. At the upper limb CR dash of the specific energy curve, the depth Y1 dash greater than YC. As such, V1 dash less than VC and F1 dash less than 1. This region is called as subcritical flow region. This diagram shows that a relationship between a specific energy and critical depth. Now, in this above figure, Q1 is less than Q2, less than Q3, so on, and is not constant along the respective E versus Y plots. Consider a point PP dash in this plot. It is seen that for the ordinate PP dash, E is equal to E1 constant. Different Q curves give different intercepts. The difference between the alternate depths decreases as the Q value increases. It is possible to imagine a value of Q is equal to Q minimum at a point C, at which the corresponding specific energy curve would be just tangentially to the corresponding PP dash. Since by the equation Q is equal to Y plus E is equal to Y plus Q square upon 2G A square, that is Q is equal to A square root of 2G bracket E minus Y. Now, the condition for maximum discharge can be obtained by differentiating the equation with respect to y and equating to the 0 while keeping each constant. That means dq upon dy is equal to square root of 2g into e minus y into dA upon dy, that is minus g upon root 2g e minus y is equal to 0. You know that d upon dy is equal to t and q upon a is equal to square root 2g e minus y. That is, the final equation is q square upon k square t upon ga q is equal to 1. This equation represents the critical flow condition. Okay, thank you.